Buffs Nation, what is going on? We got another one. Samuel Okunlola coming over here from University of Pittsburgh. He adds to a really exciting edge group that Coach Prime, the rest of the staff is putting together here at CU. Before I get started, please hit that like and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Consider subscribing if you haven't. You guys are probably noticing video quality is looking a little bit nicer. Guys, hey, you guys have been so generous to me. I want to make sure I'm giving you guys the best content possible, highest quality. Thanks for being with me. As you know, this old computer's kind of been dying away over the last week and a half. Got myself a brand new computer. Thank you so much. So we're gonna go ahead and dive in. We'll take a little teeny look at Okunlola's couple highlights that he has. We'll dive into his PFF, but overall, this is a productive player that has produced at the Power 5 level. Now coming over to Colorado for his redshirt sophomore year, so still has 3 years of eligibility left, looking to take that next step, looking to take that jump, and very impressive player. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We'll dive in, okay? So we'll just start with this, okay? The 24/7 profile, rated a 92, number 4 defensive lineman out of the transfer portal right now. Substantial, 6'4", 245, has great size. Coming out here from Massachusetts, so this mild winter, it's going to feel like paradise to him being out in the Northeast, that's for sure. So, but let's take a little bit of a look at where he graded out PFF-wise, okay? So let me go ahead and bring this up. Share this tab. Okay. Samuel Okunlola, Pittsburgh, graded out as the number 271st edge in the country. Now, you guys might be saying, well, David, like that doesn't sound very good. No. This is incredibly good news for us because, guys, this is our edge room this past year, okay? You guys might have seen this on some other videos that I've done. Jordan Dominic was by far our best edge. Arden Walker didn't have enough snaps to qualify, but you can still see that he was rated a little bit lower than Jordan Dominic. And I expect Arden Walker to have another improved year this year, continuing to take that next step. But just so we can kind of get an idea, again, Pro Football Focus only tells kind of a snippet of the full picture. But this is a guide that we're getting production-wise that is substantially better than what our room has had. Very exciting. I mean, we are bringing in, some other athletes such as Wiggins, from LSU, big-time athlete. He could be a starter here, but he just hasn't had that, those snaps on the field yet. This is a guy that we can have on the team that we know what we're getting with him, or at least have some sort of baseline. So, let's dive into this. 71.7 overall grade, fantastic grade in run defense, 74.9, substantially higher than anything that was on our team this past year. Mainly lines up at D-line, has a little bit of special teams work as well. Let's dive into the premium stats. Give me 1 second. Let's take a look at his grades first. I mean, his highest rated game, I find this interesting, against Louisville. That was in the ACC title. And you can see from his redshirt freshman year, he did redshirt this year, so not a ton of playing time. You can see he took a substantial jump this year being a full-time player with the Pitt Panthers. So, again, great grades against Louisville, Virginia Tech, UNC. Had a decent game against Florida State, Notre Dame, Syracuse, Boston College. But, hey, this is really great to see. Now let's dive into a little bit of the statistics. Okay, 266 snaps, that's decent. That's not full-time like starter, but rotational piece that was very productive. Again, 5 sacks. as a part-time player, that's great. And coverage grade, again, we haven't seen him a lot in coverage, so I think mainly we'll see him rushing the passer, trying to hold the edge in run defense plays. But I mean, again, with some of these schools, he did so well in the run defense category. You love to see that. Sure tackler. Let's see. Wanted to check out his defensive alignment. So yeah, took essentially all of his snaps here on the defensive line, a couple in the box, but mainly we'll line up on that outside or over the edge. Yeah, 17 total snaps his first year. Second year, that jumped all the way up to 266. You love to see that. The fact that he has 5 sacks, 6 hurries, that's great. That is absolutely fantastic. Now, let's go ahead and pull up, I guess, some of the tape, right? I mean, wouldn't that be fun? I cropped this little highlight just so you guys have an idea. You probably saw this trending on Twitter, which is where I grabbed it. Grabbed a couple of them. Yeah, let's check out this first one right here. And hopefully my video isn't lagging. You see him line up like right over there. Nice little strip sack and gets the fumble recovery. Lovely. And then let's take another look. This was a piece that he posted on Twitter as well. Kind of a different angle, but it's cool to see. You'll see him come across the screen here in a minute. There he is. Throws that running back to the side. Gets the sack. Lovely. And then I like the celebration. I like to see guys pumped up, celebrating when they're making plays. I think that's fantastic. Now let's take a look at kind of where this puts us in terms of the overall recruiting class, okay? So let me go ahead and click on Colorado. Go ahead and share my screen again. Where are we? Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, I was taking a look at some of our offers, but let's look at our commits right now that we got. So right now we're back in number 1 in the transfer portal rank, still 21st overall, first in the Big 12. And yeah, Okunlola adds more stability in on this front 7, this defensive front, another run stopper, guy who can get out to the passer. Him and Wankwo are probably our most productive, dependable defensive transfers that we brought in right now. Guys like Anquin Barnes, Quincy Wiggins, highly recruited guys that we're hoping that will make an impact that haven't gotten a lot of time on the field. Oh, and how could I forget about Keaton Wade? Could Keaton Wade and possibly Sam Okunlola be our starting edge defenders? I think that's definitely a possibility. So right now, this defense is making improvement. Again, Preston Hodge is going to be a fantastic slot corner for us, one of the best corners in the country. And, everybody else, again, we're bringing in depth, we're bringing in competition. The type and level of athlete that we're bringing in, even compared to this past year, is better. So, and I love that we're also bringing in a ton of freshmen, high school guys that are going to be playing this defensive front 7 as well. So things are looking great. Let's check the overalls, though, just so you guys can have a quick idea of what that looks like. So we're right here at 21. Hey, just right behind Michigan. And guys, I mean, this is crazy stuff right here. I mean, we got a 5-star right now. We have 10 4-stars here, 14 3-stars. We're on our way to a top 20 class. This is very exciting stuff. And to put it in perspective, right now at the Big 12, RK mentioned this on the DNVR podcast. We are primed to be that team in the Big 12. We are primed to be that team for the long haul with the way that we're recruiting. Probably our biggest competition right now, of course, is Texas Tech. You can see, again, coming off of a 4-win season, what we've been able to do. Imagine once we get bowl eligible, once we get that bowl win, once we make that college football playoff, right? Once Travis Shador wins the Heisman, there's only a few schools that are recruiting at the rate that we are right now. So we're going to have to see what happens with early National Signing Day. Tomorrow, it should be quite exciting. I did want to pull up this bookmark tweet from Pickens. He's a guy that I've been following on Twitter for a really long time, and he has kind of a wish list out here for guys that we hope flip to Colorado. DJ Lagway. Again, Florida seems to be a little in flux right now. Okay, watch everybody that's committed to Florida Gators right now. This could change, but DJ Lagway. Haven't looked into him much, but number 1 player out of Texas, number 2 recruit right behind Dylan Raiola. Wouldn't that be great for the rivalry? You have Lagway going up against Raiola. Wouldn't that be pretty cool? I like it. Jeremiah Smith. Don't know too much about him, but the number 1 player overall nationally. That could be exciting. Florida guy. Florida boy. Okay. LJ McCray has been another guy that I've seen you guys talk on Twitter a bunch. One of the top defensive linemen, and I believe he is also currently a Florida commit. Jaquan McCroy. This is the guy that I feel best about. Right now, committed to Oregon since July. So, been on a visit here. I would love him to be a buff. 6'8", 365. This would be huge. Pair him with Seton. You got your cornerstones on the offensive line for the next 3 years, at least. So Pickens, go follow him on Twitter. I need to do my Twitter video, but Pickens is a guy that I always enjoy following. He's always got great takes, and going to give him a retweet. So I want to give him credit on this. But, let me go ahead and go back to again, our transfer portal class. Again, Hodge, defensive starter. Wankwo, defensive starter. Keaton Wade, defensive starter. Oh, come on now. Samuel Okunlola, who this video is about. Defensive starters. So that's like 4. And then we got guys that could become that, or at least rotational pieces with Quincy Wiggins. Come on now. And Anquan Barnes. That's who I was looking for. So we're just going to have to see, what happens. Guys, let me know in the comments who you're expecting to hop in the portal, or not hop in the portal, but commit tomorrow on early signing day. I'm going to be traveling most of the day, so I'm going to try and get out. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know how this sounded, how this quality was. Again, none of this would happen without you. Thank you again, and Sko Buffs.